Yo, another day, another adventure with your homeboy Jermaine, and getting this vlog started off. I'm gonna try something new today. Let's fly on Orion Airlines. If you guys don't know about Orion Airlines, if I'm not mistaken, it's gotta be one of the cheapest airlines in Europe, if not one of the cheapest budget airlines in the world. This flight that I just booked was about $20. When I was getting off the train, they just fined me $34 because I tapped using an Oyster card, and at this stop you can't use an Oyster card to tap out. So the fine that I just paid was like double the price of the flight. So let's go check into the flight, because if you have a foreign passport, you have to like check into the gate. I think they just want to really see what size bags that you have, because you're only allowed to bring one bag on board. But however, I did book priority, meaning that I could take 2 bags, but I still have only 1 bag. And the priority, you can board the plane just a little bit faster. But for now, let's go over here and get in line, get my ticket stamped and check in. But for let's get this video started. Okay, that was pretty simple. It wasn't a really long line. That's why I showed up super early, because sometimes the lines can be crazy long. So let's go over to the gate. Usually I start these videos off when I've already went through airport security, but this one is a little bit different. We're gonna start this video off before we do all that, because we're gonna have to see how long these lines are. Wow, what's going on over here? All right, this airport security line does not look crazy long. You never know. Welcome to the airport. Wow, this feels like a new place. I gotta figure out. I'm actually flying to Poland today. I gotta look at the flight. I don't see it up here. It's super early. We can go walk around and explore. This is like freaking being in a Macy's or something like that. It's like so lively in here. They just want you to shop, spend some money. I like how all the passengers literally have to walk like through this mall, so they're just tempting you to buy stuff. And wow, this is still going. Like, there's so much stuff in here to buy. This is better than going to a mall. No way, you can even buy shoes in the airport. Now this is a new thing for me. I've never ever heard of anybody going to the airport getting some shoes, yo. Check these joints out right here. I'm just gonna call this a mall, not an airport, because this is more like a mall with flights. Because look at all these freaking stores. Man, this is nuts, yo. This is so huge. I've never been to an airport like this before. Okay, so something to point out here. I remember this restaurant. I remember going to a couple different locations around London, and the prices are no more expensive here. They're the same price as all those other places that I went to. So that's pretty cool that at this airport they don't jack up the prices like they do in a lot of other airports. This is like the same price. I don't know about the Starbucks here. I haven't went to that many Starbucks when I was here. Okay, so I need to look for gate 46. This is very unusual from a normal airport. A normal airport, people typically like sit by the gate, but at this airport, it's more like everybody's like in the mall, and then you see the gate, and then you walk over to the gate, but you only have about 20 minutes or 30 minutes to get to the gate, so you have to pay a lot of attention. Okay, gates. Gate 46 right here. We have arrived. Priority, non-priority. So I'm priority. Cool. Go to that line. And looks like there's the plane. my seat for the next 2 hours. Wow, is this even gonna fit under the seat? Okay, there we go. You can tell they don't clean the planes in between the flights, because what is this thing? Someone just leave this here from the last flight? I don't know, we'll just leave it there. You know, usually on traditional airlines, or pretty much every other airlines I've ever taken, there's like a safety card. But the safety card here is printed on the back of the seat, and there is no safety card. There's no magazines to look at, no pamphlets, no touchscreen, none of that. This is all you get. And check this out, the seat, it doesn't recline at all. Yeah, doesn't recline at all. So yeah, let's get ready for this flight. Okay, so let's check out the leg room. It's not a lot of leg room, but I'm totally fine with that. As soon as the flight takes off, I'm gonna move the bag over here, and then that way I can stretch my legs out, because my legs are pretty cramped with the bag under the seat. Well, who knows? Cross my fingers that you know, maybe the seat next to me is empty. But for some reason, I don't think that's gonna happen. I feel this is gonna be a full flight. 30 minutes later, we're still on the ground. Check this out. Oh, check out this view from outside. There's some things here that can be very helpful, like this splitter, so 2 people can listen to 1 headphones. And then there's this thing, travel adapters. And I guess that's really good if your phone dies on the plane. 2,000 milliamps, that's not a lot. Okay, let's check out the food and snack items. Now all of this stuff is extra, so I guess 10 euros. I don't know if this is euros or pounds, but this is not $10. I think that's euros, actually. I think that is euros. Let's see what we got here. Heineken, 5 euros. Let's see. All sorts of random stuff. Here's some pasta. Ham sandwich, cappuccinos. Oh, these are all €3. All day breakfast. Okay, so the V does mean vegan. Are these French fries? How do they make French fries on a plane? Quick little snack on the plane. This is just a little veggie sandwich I got before I got on the plane, because I knew you know, it wouldn't be very many options. So let's make this disappear. I did get a Coca-Cola on the flight. This was 250 quid, and it's also it's like the warmest no, this is Pepsi. It's the warmest Pepsi I've had in a very long time. No ice. Of course, I got a vlog in the laboratory. I'm surprised they did not charge extra to use the bathroom on Ryanair Airlines. Dang, all these mirrors in here. For a coat? Cool. Off the flight. I love walking like down on the ground next to the plane. It's like the best. I just went through immigration, just got my passport stamped. New country, nothing to declare. This is the way I go. All right, welcome to Poland. This is gonna be a lot of fun. Orion Airlines, was it the worst? It definitely wasn't the worst in the world, but there are a bunch of unusual things about this airline. Well, there's like a lot of things you have to wait for that you don't have to wait for on normal airlines. One second. So what I've noticed with Ryanair, it's really good. It's really good service. If you're trying to get from point A to point B, it works. It works great. Okay, first you go through airport security. Once you get through airport security, usually you go wait at a gate and then you wait for a plane to be boarded. For a Ryanair, you don't exactly go to a gate, you just go to like this middle area. And then like 20 minutes before the flight arrives, there's like big screens and it shows like the gate on the screen, and then you go there. Once you get there, you think, oh yeah, you're about to board the plane. Not exactly. So you have to wait in this really long line. Okay, so after you wait in that line, then they like scan your ticket. When they scan your ticket, after they scan your ticket, then you like walk down the jetway like to get to the plane. But with Ryanair, there is no jetway, so you walk down, and then once you get down to the bottom of the jetway, you have to wait for, I don't know, we waited for another like 15 minutes. And I was thinking, okay, so we're gonna wait here, and then from there we're gonna just get on the plane. No, not so fast. After we waited there for about 15 minutes, we walked outside and waited down by the stairs of the plane and waited there for another 15 minutes. And I was thinking, okay, today it's not raining, so it's no big deal that we're out here waiting for 15 minutes. But if it was raining, would they have us waiting for 15 minutes or 10 minutes? I don't know. I'm trying to figure this out. So Ryanair, it's good. I will definitely fly with them again in the future. However, it's nowhere near my favorite airlines. This flight was super cheap, by the way. It was $22 for a 2-hour flight, like going from one country to the next. So that was a really, really good deal if you ask me. But yeah, on Ryanair, it works. It's good. Definitely bring a snack. And also, don't forget, you must print your boarding pass before you show up to the airport. If not, they will charge you about $50. No, it was 50 pounds. So that's around like $70. And remember I told you I paid $22 for the flight? You definitely would not want to get stuck with that fee. If you do fly Orion, definitely do some research, because it can kind of be one of those tricky airlines that do this and do that and do this. Anyway, they're cool, they work. Would I fly them again? Yeah, but yeah. Let's go get ready to explore Poland, yo. But anyway, thanks a lot for watching this video. I'm gonna get ready to end this vlog. Thanks a lot for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and peace out. See y'all again tomorrow. I'm in Poland, new country.